feel like pushing that mentality probably. Like I don't want to just attract people at random. People that don't want to talk about things just want to get more viewers. I don't want to attract a cancer audience. Not because I don't enjoy going to those streams and watching that kind of thing, but if I attracted a bunch of people like that, the chat would be like, you know, fucked if I ever hit like a shitload of viewers, right? So I always want to keep going the way we're going right now. Just hope it kind of builds from there. I'm match spin right now, yeah. I mean, I'm totally fine with having a shitload of people and just trying to, you know, like talk through it. But and there are a lot of big streams where they can still do that. I just feel like it's how you build it. Your personality and the kind of stream you're trying to run. 50 viewers at one point? I don't keep my viewer list up. I don't think it's really necessary to know. So I never really see. But maybe? I doubt it. I'd be surprised if I did. I don't advertise my stream at all. Yep, I watch Trump. I used to watch Trump. Fuck Trump. Tuck Trump. There was like a year before I started like watching streaming myself. All I did was watch Hearthstone streamers. I've been streaming now for like 6, 7 years or some shit. Like, all the time. You could say it's a pretty unsuccessful stream, but I'm pretty happy with it. We got a lot of good people in here, a lot of good conversations and shit. It used to just be like a graveyard, which was fine too, but just glad we got a little something going on. Just chill, chit chat. It's hidden the programming manual in the mansion library. One flaw in the design I need to fix. Added it to do to the code. Oh, is the sheriff in the corner like robots, man? Sense, man. Snatchers. The Bioroid Menace, man. Reyes used to work for I wouldn't be surprised if everybody in this town's a fucking AI. Let's kill him. He's like his dad? Probably not. Okay, so what, everybody in the town is a robot who's trying to simulate a text adventure that we're like playing through or something? Or what? We're getting deep, man. It's getting meta. When referential humor goes so hard that we're playing a text adventure inside of a text adventure. Yep. There you go, dude. That reminds me of a movie. I can't tell you the movie because I'd spoil it, but... Seen that happen before. About done here. Jim Carrey? Oh, that's a good example. No. DiCaprio was the one I was thinking of. Oh, he's in the movie. I know the movie you're talking about. That's a good movie, too. Alright. I would talk about the movie, but I mean, it's kind of like one of the big points in the movie is the twist, right?
Uncle Chuck was a strange and complicated person. I'm not going to carry this big checkbook around. It's Uncle Chuck's check register. It's a stub from a check that Uncle Chuck wrote. It's the stub of a check that was made out to an attorney, Brant Balawick. Payment in full for will and reading.
Brant Balawick. Alright, well, we need to call him.
It's a strange device with a red button. I'd have to pick it up first. Nothing in here, but it's a box. It's a box, but it's sealed shut. It doesn't work in that. It's a defunct robot It's a spare AT-25 tube. Very rare, hard to find. It says Philips dangerous device, and it has a red button and a speaker on it. I can't pick up something I already have. I don't think I should use this. It says it's dangerous.
That's why you would use
Uncle
it.
Chuck never made his bed. And I guess Doug can't make beds with a shovel. It's Uncle Chuck's custom-built multi-band oscilloscope with phase memory monitoring. I don't have a reason to use Uncle Chuck's oscilloscope. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him. Too bad Uncle Chuck never finished working on him.
Alright.
It's the math trophy I won when I was 12 and a 10.
Is this the key to the factory gate?
It's a key. It says office on it. This is Uncle Chuck's Indextron 3000 library filing lookup system. It uses the Spewy decimal system to catalog books.
Where's the passage you said he hit about programming? Specs to dust, I think, are just like a joke. I don't know if you actually need them. There's one like everywhere. I haven't really mentioned it. You talk to like the occasional person about them, but it's always just like a joke. It's probably just like a collectible. We'll see. I'm gonna keep picking them up, but I don't know if I'll get them all. Pretty small, and I think there's one like every room. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. They're always joking around, like, careful, it might kill you or some shit if you touch it. Kill you instantly. SR 01.
I don't need to find any books now.
You don't? I'm not gonna look through all these, man. There's a lot.
It's a receipt from the town's electronics store. One vacuum tube puller, paid in full. That doesn't seem to... It's the stub of a check that was made out to an attorney, Brant Balawick. Payment in full for will and reading.
Let's read the will. Old Brant.
Hi there, this is Brant Bailiwick, JD. Do you have legal problems? Then you've come to the right place. I'm out of the office today, prepping for ThimbleCon 87. Try me later.
The fuck? Am I supposed to use this key? Maybe in the voice of a famous person? It's possible. What did that say? These are all written by backers, apparently. Also, every
It's a can
single
of poopsie.
thing in the phone book is like backers, I guess, too. Brian Enigma 7494. There's a bunch of backer shit. You going, boy, me? I'd get bitten by a PD, man. He's the best.
Hi, this is Brian. Leave a message after the beep.
Who would pay to fucking put that in their game, dude? Or in the game. Ah.
Thank you for calling the Gamers Association of Louisiana.
You're in the
This
game,
is the president,
dude.
Brian Pittman Logedy speaking. I regret to inform you that all of our employees are currently busy working on a project we hope to bring to the greater New Orleans area soon. Please leave a message after the beep and we'll get back to you shortly.
Make sure you fuck it up when you put it in, man. Perfect, man. It's perfect. Fabio, Zach, Belly. It's gotta be good with a name like Fabio.
Ciao, se siete della Guardia di Finanza o della Polizia, avete
Every
sbagliato
day,
numero.
just fuck it up.
Per tutti gli altri, sono momentaneamente...
Alright, buddy. It was all Germans last night. Now I got a lot of Spanish speaking. Rip. I got a good one out. Solid. The fuck, dude?
Hi, Doug. What are you digging?
All right, Dolores. I'm just digging stuff in the entryway. Mostly holes, but then I buries them again, all neat and tidy.
Okay, Doug. You're doing a good job.
Ta, Dolores!
What are you, gay, man? The robot commander could be, dude. Is this a fresh emote? Oh shit, the gay pride emote. What other new shit do we got? Transgender pride, bisexual pride, lesbian pride. I didn't realize there were so many different colors. Is this real? Is this actually a thing? Like if you're bisexual, is that your fucking color? I beat him. Fucking take it, boy.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan.
I mean, I know what they are, but I didn't realize there was more than the rainbow one. I didn't realize everybody had their own, thing. Yeah, I figured it was just the one. I didn't realize it was... There's that much going on. I want it to be special? It's true. It's not our job to educate you.
Don't do drugs.
Thanks a lot.
Interesting. Are dead? Oh yeah, this guy died. That's her father. This is her father. I guess.
The elevator isn't on this floor. It's a button to call the elevator.
Yeah, his actions are way different. Oh, I see what's going on. Interesting, man. I didn't know.
It's a revolver. Why can't I leave?
Not that I plan on using, like, you know, mini flags. Not much reason to. I'm not one to be waving a lot of flags around, you know. In general. You died the only way you can actually die. Your actions change when Guybrush becomes a corpse. Oh, really? Like, man, I mean, like, I mean, I'm bisexual, but, like, I don't got much reason to be floating flags still. I'm just sitting here in my room. Anyway, does Fat go? That's cool. The only time I killed Guybrush was when I, like, sat in the water for, like, 10 minutes or whatever, and he drowned.
Oh.
This can't do anything with Dolores. I'll sit on it. Where is this lawyer, man? Sit on it.
It doesn't work in that. The future used to be a wonderful thing.
I wonder if this is to one of these. Isn't there a rusty padlock somewhere? Or else? A lot of locked things, so.
Closed. Looks like they cleared out in a hurry. I don't want to use it with that. It's a receipt from the town's electronics store. 1 vacuum tube puller, paid in full.
Really?
It says we're out at the old abandoned pillow factory. Back soon. Safely's first savings manager, Mr. El Palo.
Where are you now?
It doesn't work in that.
Maybe I could show her this,
If by look at, you mean smell,
this tube.
I've already done that.
Thought somebody was on top of the roof for a second.
No one is in there. It's a receipt from the town's electronics store. 1 vacuum tube. It says Philip's dangerous device, and it has a red button and a speaker on it. It's an LFG 1982 tube in perfect condition.
Tuna head.
It's for a mucus phlegm adventure game called Jason the News Guy. David Fajarts is a genius designer.
What a nerd.
Hi, Dolores. Oh, let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Welcome to Ricky's YouTube. How can I help you?
Another
Hi,
channel called
Ricky.
Ahoy did a big thing on Monkey Island, if you're curious. Is it a YouTube channel? I generally don't run through a whole lot of YouTube channels. I mean, I got my own, and I do watch some, but not enough to I know many people. Ahoy. What kind of thing did he do? Just like teach you about the development and all that? Those the best videos? Oh, cool. Like educational or like funny?
Here's an old receipt. Know anything about tube pullers?
I seem to remember a tube puller that we got from Smart Buy Electronics. We bought up all their inventory when they went under. Yes, here it is. This is a top-of-the-line tube puller.
That's cool as
Your
fuck,
uncle
man.
always bought the best.
Yes, he did. Thank you, Ricky.
Pull out tubes, huh? There are like a million things with tubes.
It's a spare AT-25 tube. Very rare.
Sounds pretty
Hard to
cool.
find.
I'll have to play more of them before I watch a video on them, just because, you know, spoilers, but... Sounds like good shit.
Hi, Dolores. Oh, let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Welcome to Ricky's YouTube. How can I help you?
It's been a long time. What happened to your bakery?
Oh, I had to pivot. People used to line up around the block
Oh,
for my
cool.
muffins and pies, but over the past couple of years, business has really slowed down.
You'll learn about LucasArts and shit.
Because it's given me an opportunity to go in a whole new direction.
And I can see how busy you are selling tubes.
Oh, Dolores, you always had such a good sense of humor. This is evening. You should see how busy it is in the afternoon.
Nice tubes. Uncle Chuck would have been pleased.
Oh, yeah. Your Uncle Chuck's my hero.
Yep,
and he loved my
LucasArts.
pies.
And not a lot happening there, huh?
I have to go now. See you soon.
Not a whole lot happening there, huh?
It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT class.
Shut down? Yeah. I had a damn good run though. What doesn't Disney own nowadays, man? The mouse. They own a lot of people then.
It's a WC67 tube, used for water controlling Tron units. It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT class. It's a TX1138 tube, and it looks burned out. It's in here pretty tight. I'm going to need a tube puller. Oh, all the lights are out. It must be broken. The instructions say, insert coupon for movie. It wouldn't fit in that Tron. Oh, all the lights are out. It must be
Have to
broken.
get a good
The
TX
instructions
on.
say, insert coupon for movie.
Yoinked.
Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
It looks hungry. I don't have an extra finger, though.
Hi, Dolores. Welcome back to Thimbleweed. Shame to hear about Chuck's death. He was a great man. Dude was charming and smart and full of integrity.
Sure. How's your cousin doing? I heard he got into MIT?
Yeah, he did. The total dweeb.
Still working at the Quickie Pal, huh?
You know it, D-Delicious. I'm keeping it real here while I work on my inventions.
You're an inventor?
Well, not exactly. But once I figure out how to get what's in my head onto paper, I'll be just like your uncle.
Right. Why would you want to be like my Uncle Chuck?
The man is my hero. He had it all. Babes, brains, and fat stacks of Benjamins. Who wouldn't want to be like him?
Well, me, for one. My uncle wasn't perfect. Uncle Chuck was human, after all. There's another side to the man he showed in public.
Yeah, but I bet it was even more awesome than the one we got to see. I always wished he was my uncle. Although it would have made my crush on you in high school super weird.
Barf-tastic. The town looks pretty dead now. I haven't been home in a while, and it seems like half the stores packed up and left.
Yeah, there's a pretty gnarly ghost town vibe out there. But the diner is still open if you want to pay to lose your lunch. And the arcade is still going strong.
I think I've beaten all the games in the arcade.
Oh yeah, I think you still have the high score on most of the machines.
It's funny, I don't get to play as many games now that I make them for a living.
You work for Mucus Phlegm, right?
Yeah.
Bodacious.
See ya, Leonard.
Come back soon, Dolores.
It looks hungry. I don't have an extra finger, though.
I don't know what we could feed the damn thing. The Mucus Phlegm, then. Malucus. And buy and snag a finger? You might be right there. I don't know if we can. We could try.
His suit appears to be a male, approximately 40 years old. Looks like he's been in. You can tell there's no wallet. That's the coroner's job. The only thing around that's not chainsaw proof has already been cut down.
Infernal Ancient Dragon Sign? Dude, badass, man. What's next?
Ah. No tengo idea de lo que estoy diciendo.
Someone fighter? Sweet, sweet. Oh, really? Is Dwarf like the best? Just air slam everybody like a fucking madman? I started to speak Spanish? Yeah, this T is supposed to like make it so you speak different languages.
The label says Howling King Yao tea, a magical tea.
Dragon's Crown, yep.
Ah. Questo è sorprendente.
Dwarf can pick up and throw most enemies, and most of their skills are needed. So you expect by throwing your weapon and you just pick up in WWE like fucking everybody. That's pretty good.
It doesn't work on. It's an odd-looking plumber's wrench that says Wrenchtron 3000.
I have to see it in action.
The label says Pillow Bear. The toy that can be turned into a pillow.
There's Ballet like, oh, they just like teleporting all over the fucking screen.
A flower from the cemetery.
Cement? Cemetery?
It's the ET game for the 2600. It's the ET game for the 2600.
Sounds cool as fuck.
Welcome back, Dolores. How's life being an important game developer?
It's not too bad. Long hours, low pay, boss is a jerk.
It's good to have you back. I just wanted to say, I know your Uncle Chuck was kind of a dick.
You talking about me?
Shut up, Dave!
Fucking
Look,
Dave, dude.
writing you out of the will was a dick move, but I'm sure he was still proud.
I'd like to think so. He just wasn't himself those last few years. His obsession with restarting the pillow factory, long hours in his workshop and vanishing for days. Anyway, I'd like to order some food.
Sure, everything's on the menu board. What do you want?
I'll have a hot dog.
Good choice, honey. We're trying to move him out. Eat up, hun, while it's still hot.
This hot dog is even worse than the food in the mucus phlegm lunchroom. I, gotta go.
Ah!
I feel better now.
Playing with wine, yeah. You'd think. What's our boy making now, man?
It's turned off.
They're all out of food.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this. Welcome to the
That's always how they
S&D
bond?
Diner.
Okay.
What can I do for you, Dolores?
I changed my...
Later, Dolores.
Got him at 90? Shit, dude. So you're done with him for now? Since you got him early? How long does it take to level up in like the 90s and shit? Does it start getting pretty slow, or is it one of those where like it's the same speed all the way up?
Pretty disgusting.
Well, now we've thrown up with every character we can, eating all the hot dogs, whatever good that is.
This WC-67 tube is in perfect condition. It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and AT.
TX and AT, huh?
It's a CT99 tube in perfect condition.
Please don't mess with the police scanner. I'm waiting for a call about a man out by the factory and a suspicious animal. Hello, Dolores. How's life in the big city?
Having a lot of fun.
Interested in a little interview for the award-winning Nickel? I'm sure our readers would be fascinated.
Maybe after the will reading.
It's a perfect way to get your side of the story out. Local girl makes good making... What is it you make again?
Adventure games.
Ah, games. You mean for kids?
No, our main audience is adults.
Lots of shooting and killing, that sort of thing.
You solve puzzles and navigate great interactive dialogues.
You mean like the one we're having right now?
Yeah, but mine are better written.
I hope so.
How far says we gotta repair the movie ticket machine? Yeah, dude. Difficulty has a level cap on it, so it's to slow down when you get closer to the cap. Ah, okay. So it's like pretty much starting a fresh game each time.
I'm a little confused over my feelings for Uncle Chuck.
A plus
He
is
was a
lower than
complex
65 to
man.
90. Alright, I see. Not too bad. So who's all completed now? What's the status?
Mind if we talk some more about Uncle Chuck?
Oh, I could write a whole book about his ego and arrogance.
Dwarf. What's in the sorceress?
I'm not sure why I stopped by.
That's okay. I know times are tough for you.
Dwarf, elf, sorcerer, past Inferno Ancient Dragon. Okay. You said you were gonna do Amazon soon, weren't you? Well, maybe you already did. You didn't mean for Ancient Dragon. Louisa de Harry.
I think I need to go.
Bye, Dolores. Sorry to hear about you.
Bye, Natalie.
Hello, Dolores.
What else do you think about Uncle Chuck?
He was a
Bit of
charmer
Amazon?
that
Oh,
could
okay.
manipulate a crowd.
I think I need to.
Bye, Dolores.
Bye, Nat.
I must have not caught much of it then. Your interest really dropped off? Oh, did you have a lot of viewers before?
Thimbleweed Park.
That's just how it always happens with games that have been out for a little bit. And that one's been re-released so much. I'm sure a lot of it's just people wanting to see if there's any changes.
Totally boarded up. Nothing to see here.
We'll get a couple. Oh, that's cool.
It's a postal scale. It says, for government use only, violators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Hi, Ransom.
What the f do you want?
You know, I was at your fateful last performance.
Well, good for you. So did I insult you?
No, I was hiding behind the person in front of me.
You're tough luck. I loved insulting kids. It was so easy to make them cry.
Seeing you curse scarred me for life.
Oh, now you're just being dramatic.
Between all those sobbing people and Madame Marina's curse, I still get nightmares.
Well, how do you think I feel? That witch ruined my career, and now I can't even afford to buy makeup remover. As if it would do any good.
Well, I think you probably deserved it.
You!
Were you the killer?
No way! I hardly ever even leave the circus except to pick up all my fan mail.
I believe you. You're kind of a creep, but I don't think you're a killer.
You!
Are you sure it wasn't you that killed that poor man?
You!
I need to go.
Hi, Dolores. You back for some more of my great postal jokes?
I'd love to hear a postal joke.
Why did the mailman go into therapy?
I have no idea.
Because he had post-traumatic stress.
That's funny, George. I'd love to hear some more postal jokes.
Why did the mailman win Postal Worker of the Year?
Not a clue.
He kept pushing the envelope of his field.
Good one, George. I'd love to hear one last postal joke.
What happens to retired mailmen?
I don't know.
They lose their zip.
You got me again, George. How is life at the post office?
Busy, 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 Dolores. Being a federal employee isn't always as glamorous as it sounds. Not that I'm complaining. You know I love serving my country.
Your country thanks you for your service.
You're welcome there, Dolores, but there's no need to thank me. I didn't get into postal work for the accolades.
Of course not. How silly of me.
Well, you mean, man, his jokes are great.
Why did you choose to become a mailman?
Well, first of all, let me stop you right there, Dolores. You don't choose the path to this uniform. It chooses you.
I see.
Postal work is a calling, sort of like being a priest or a superhero?
Well, I'm stoked to know that the mail is in safe hands.
I'd take a bullet for your packages, Dolores. Don't you worry.
Anything new in town since
I
I
hope
left?
not, dude.
Not really, unless you count more stores closing down.
Yeah, I'm getting ghost town vibes to the max.
I don't see things getting better now that old Chuck has passed. My condolences, by the way.
You don't think the town might be better off without my uncle?
What? Dolores, why would you say a thing like that? Your uncle brought this town prosperity like we'd never seen. Without him, we're like a rowboat without oars.
I guess I just saw a darker side to Uncle Chuck.
Dolores, don't you speak ill of the dead. I know you're probably just confused with the grief, but people in this town loved your uncle, so
Oh,
watch
really?
what you say.
What's
I won't
up,
hold
man?
it against you, but some folks out there can
Why?
get pretty nasty if you get on the wrong side of them.
How do you have like
guess.
internet and shit? Or is
Thanks,
it
George.
not that ghost town yet? That would be really weird. Is ever just moving away? But I guess I could see like it being like a snowball effect. I mean, once a lot of people move, you know, some businesses might shut down. That would want to make other people move, and that just keeps happening. Whole part of the town is not populated anymore. Really? Yeah, I've never had that before. The former capital of Canada, like 200 years ago. Oh. That's not anymore, so people start.
It's great to see you love your job. See you, George.
Come back soon, Dolores.
Shitty buildings, places shutting down. Huh. Shit, man.
You got any loose change?
I mean, you think something that used to be that big would be alright. Crash crop business, mine shutting down. Okay. The reason they exist in the first place just being gone. The town part where I live is suffering. Is everybody just moving to the city or
You got any ransom swag?
moving away?
Hey, Willie.
Hi, Dolores.
Long time no see.
Well, that's what happens when you piss your uncle off by getting a fancy job at the video game factory. Good job on that, by the way. Chuck was fuming.
I'm sorry my Uncle Chuck destroyed your life.
Your Uncle Chuck was a petty,
Oh,
egotistical, arrogant
not a
man.
lot of young people.
You're all right, Dolores.
This retiree place.
I guess in your case, the
I guess that would
acorn
make
does fall far from the tree.
it hard, man.
What happened between you and Uncle Chuck? He never really explained why he had you blacklisted in town.
If you really want to know, I took one of his many girlfriends to see that creepy insult clown perform. Chuck never could stand to lose, even on principle. So he made an example of me.
Oh, really? You're heading out too? Sounds like a good call, man. Where are you guys headed, dude? Bigger city or?
My uncle was such a jerk.
You're a sweet kid. Now, you might have your uncle's brains, but you still held on to your heart. Don't ever lose that.
Oh, military? Is your family military, or you guys just on like? I guess they'd have to be, huh? You guys aren't on like a base or anything, are you?
How have you been?
Just have some friends who just lived on bases because of their
Got some new
parents.
digs in the sewers with a great supply of mushrooms.
Family's military. I know.
Sounds
Okay.
bangin', I guess.
Oh, it sure is. Banging means good, right?
Do you still do watch repair?
I haven't done watch repair in years. Not since your uncle blacklisted me and I lost my business. I used to do watch repair for all the rich and famous of Thimbleweed County.
See you, Willie.
It's the Royal
Maybe some
Canadian Military
kabuka?
College. Okay. I don't know much about
Thimbleweed
Canadian
Park
military,
Hire
but
Tours?
Cast your lot before it's too late.
hopefully wherever you go is somewhere you want, man. Shame
This head
otherwise.
seems almost alive. I think I saw it move.
Welcome to the Thimbleweed Park Occult
Not much to
Bookstore.
say, dude. Not really, star-studded military. Probably the best, man. Being able to brag about your military is not really, like, probably
The
an amazing
bubblefish
thing.
has a banana.
Want to be in the province? Yeah, it kind of sucked to, like, leave everything totally behind. Get, like, friends and shit around.
It's good to see you again, Marina.
Dolores, you little mojo bean. So pleased to see you back in town. If anyone has given you any trouble in the big city, you say the word, and I'll put a hex on them. I've got a really good one I'm dying to use that will turn their bathing suit parts green.
What is it with you and those totally trippin' hexes?
I like to get creative with my craft, dear. On an unrelated note, do you know anyone who deserves a permanent talking zit on their face?
Oh, Marina. Enough with the curses already. Jeez.
That'd be wild, man.
Although, if my
Another
sister
country.
keeps acting like a total bimbette, I might come back to you. I guess you heard about my uncle?
Ah, yes, dear. And I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you, though?
If you are sad, then I am sad for you, Dolores. Although I can't pretend that the idea of Chuck roasting in the fires of hell doesn't provide me with some amusement.
That's like way harsh, Marina.
Why Switzerland,
But to
man?
be perfectly honest, I don't really know how to feel right now. People really loved my uncle, didn't they?
It was a mixed bag, my dear. Most of the town adored Chuck, but there were many of us who despised the man and sensed the darkness
pretty looking?
within.
For sure. I could see that being a good reason.
What did you mean by the darkness my uncle had?
Chuck exuded an aura of greatness, but that greatness was always balanced on a knife's edge of good and evil. The man was ruthless and fell into the dark a long time ago.
I thought he wanted me to be happy, but really, he just wanted me to keep his legacy alive. I idolized my uncle, but if that's all I was to him, then I wonder if I ever really knew the man at all.
So, was the Silent Hill really inspired by Pennsylvania thing? I always thought it was like Washington, like they went to a town in Washington.
How have things been since I
Well,
left?
it looks like some
Same old,
movie-only
same
type
old.
of Washington
Leonard
town.
ate all the donuts at the Quickie Pal.
I think they didn't go to Washington. It was just like what they thought a Washington town looked like, or something like that. I can't remember the story. I think they didn't go there. It was just like from movies or something. I don't know exactly. It was a weird story with the inspiration for Silent Hill. Yeah, Twin Peaks, always, man. God bless Twin Peaks.
Oh,
Man.
you're the one with the exciting new life as a game developer. Tell me all about it.
Do you really want to hear about my job?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, but you gotta keep this under your scarf. We're gonna be bringing out these radical new text adventure games, but plot twist, they're gonna have pictures instead of text. We're calling them clickers because you have to click on the picture instead of just typing. Totally fresh, right?
That sounds very nice, dear. But I already read about that on one of those CompuServe chat rooms.
You were on a CompuServe chat room?
Get a clue, dear. It's 1987. There's a whole new world of online hexing opening up, and there's no way I'm gonna miss out. That and the internet is great for monitoring my stock portfolio.
I had no idea Voodoo was so high-tech these days. Goodbye, Madam Marina.
Come back anytime, Dolores.
The voodoo hoodoo, what you don't dare to. Oops.
Cast.
Fucking AOL, baby. I barely dabbled in the AOL back in the day.
You got any loose change?
A lot of extra dialogue to be had. Which is cool.
It's an SR-5850. It's an SR-58. It's an SR-5850. Lots of medical books there.
SR. Yeah, you move fast if you.
It's a BB-19 tube.
You hold it near the edge and just hold down the button. Which is good since there's so many areas to go to and shit. Never had this many items at once in a fucking point and click though, Jesus God. Jack Orlando. He moves slowest in.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message.
What a big lever. There's a record on top of the turntable. I remember that post. It's a turntable. It's locked and bolted from the inside. That would look great on my desk back at Mucus Flam. I can't. It's been glued to... Pretty disgusting. Looks like it was repaired with glue. Or something sticky. I don't want to know more.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like the, you know, bad games that are so bad they're good kind of thing. It's always fun. I need to do more of that. I don't really know what the point of all this is in here. Still haven't really figured it out.
It's a TX1138 tube. Removing it would take KSCUM's phone system out of service. KSCUM's phone system is now out of order. I already have this tube.
Fuck the phone.
Not much I can do with a burned out vacuum tube. It's a turntable.
Come. Let's go see what we can do about that movie shit.
It's a special tool to remove vacuum tubes in the TX and 8. I already have this tube.
Unless you don't need to pull it then.
It fits perfectly. Looks like it's working. The instructions say, insert coupon for movie. I've used this machine before, and it only accepts coupons.
Coupons, huh?
It's the